So welcome to a new episode of Fit the Description, a Black Men's podcast where various Black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, culture, news, and whatever else we want to talk about from various Black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and today we got B.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
And James will join us in a second. But so before we start, I just want to remind everybody, if you like what we do, make sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. We definitely appreciate it. We also want to shout out to some of the new listeners out there. We be seeing y'all, especially y'all from other countries and international. And I want to thank y'all for checking us out. Hopefully you stick with us as we grow and get better and get bigger. But beyond that, if you listen to this on YouTube, do me a favor, go ahead and definitely subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell. You know, that definitely helps us out, helps us grow. Also, make sure to do us a favor and check out the Clips channel. Come on now. I know these podcasts can be pretty long. So do us a favor. Just go to Fit the Description on YouTube and you can see small clips of this entire podcast. Also, we are on various different podcast platforms. You can check us out. We're there on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all kinds of different podcast platforms. So check us out there. Y'all out there on podcast land, just to let y'all know, y'all are at a delay. So if you want to hear the current episode, check us out on YouTube. We definitely appreciate y'all. We want to thank y'all. And beyond that, with me having such a hard time introducing this podcast today, and I don't know why I am, we're going to go ahead and jump into it because we actually got breaking news today. So,
holy shit.
Yes, so we're going to start off with a big story that just happened. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. R. Kelly was just sentenced to 30 years in a sex trafficking case, which means R. Kelly is no longer trapped in a closet. He is trapped behind bars.
Wow.
I feel like you wanted to say that for a long time, D.
I had it held. I ain't gonna lie. I was holding on to that one.
He was rehearsing, man.
That's hilarious.
Man, this is breaking news. We are listening to this as we're jumping on the podcast. Does anybody want to say anything about the situation? Shall we talk about the history of R. Kelly and what his legacy is now?
Well, I can't really say feel sorry for the dude. Yeah, I caught multiple times. It's this is like his third strike in this. Look at the cop.
Well, I mean, was he ever convicted? I don't think he was ever convicted.
No, he never convicted.
Yeah, because I'll put it to you like this, man. I've always felt weird about R. Kelly ever since I found out. Well, I'll be honest with you. Ever since that sex tape came out,
yeah,
that's the point where I've always said, dude is kind of weird. Like I've always had questions about that dude. I'm like I know, and don't get me wrong. I'll admit it, we were very forgiving, but I always was like, I mean, that dude peed on somebody, man. And I'm not saying there's something wrong with it, but there is something wrong when you got a video of yourself peeing on a 14-year-old girl. And you're a grown man. And I don't know if anybody questioned that back then, but I know I did. And don't get me wrong, I'm one of those people that I could separate the two. I could definitely say R. Kelly is one of the greatest artists and singers out there. Absolutely. Had some of the greatest songs of all time. Hell, we debated him on this podcast before. But just because I could respect the art, the man is something different. And I always wondered back when I was in middle school, is anybody questioning it? Does anybody like question the fact that this man had a sex tape with a 14-year-old girl peeing on her?
So I think after he released that Ignition song, everyone forgot. It was like in the Boondocks where R. Kelly started to sing in the courtroom.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what happened. That dude got caught that he was on songs with Jay-Z and stuff. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, man, that age ain't nothing but a number and does not hit the same. Dude, I cannot listen to that song no more.
Yeah, now that you know, it's one of those songs that's like, ooh, can't really. Well, I never really put the song like that anyway, but
yeah, I never really did either.
But now it's definitely one of those songs like, yeah, I can't listen to a song like that.
But let's just be honest, Nothing But a Number was never really like the most manliest song, at least not that I can remember.
I mean, it was Aaliyah's song, but okay.
No, I didn't say it was Aaliyah's song, but I never felt like that was like the most manliest song when I listened to it.
How the fuck would it be a manly song if it was Aaliyah's song?
Huh?
Why would it be a manly song if it was Aaliyah's song?
My point.
What?
I mean, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
I'm about to say, what?
I'll give you that. All I'm saying is I didn't like. I'm like B. My point being was I didn't listen to it like that. But
Bro, it was Aaliyah's song, and it wasn't even like a banger like that.
I know, I agree. But I'm just saying it's still an interesting song when you think about the results.
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Wasn't really that interesting of a song.
No, I didn't say it was an interesting of the song. I'm saying it's an interesting song now that you look back on it.
No, still no.
How? After what we know now, you're going to tell me you don't look back at the song and question things? You just treat that as like a regular song?
Bro, what are you talking about? When the song came out, everybody had already known the situation. Why would I look back on it? That's right. You're younger. I remember all of this.
Okay, explain. Because I'll remember the sex tape.
So you don't remember him dating Aaliyah?
Yes, but I learned that after. But that was not big news.
Exactly. You learned it after, so you weren't listening to this in real time.
No, no, I knew that he dated Aaliyah when she was underage, and that was kind of weird. But I learned about that after the sex tape.
But
I didn't even know
what the song was about.
Well, yes, that's why I said that song. You can't listen to that the same.
But that was before the sex tape.
Yes, but nobody thought about it back then like that.
Everybody thought about it back then.
Who? No, but I knew.
I know, because you were like 4. That's why I said you didn't get this in real time. You was back, you got the Cliff Notes, dog, or the History Channel.
All right, then take us back in time. Are you telling me with age ain't nothing but a number, y'all were like talking about like this is a weird song?
Everybody was saying, R. Kelly's dating Aaliyah. That dude's like 30 and she's like 14 or 15. What does whatever. Like, man, that's crazy. Oh man, that chick's hot. Like, how she doing? I mean, but it is R. Kelly, bro. Blah blah. Yes.
But my point is like nobody questioned that. Like I said, I started questioning R. Kelly as soon as I heard about him pissing on a girl.
Bro. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you about that. Yeah, you can question any part of it, and it's nothing that's not weird about the whole situation.
I agree.
But I don't know. With me, it's kind of tough because I'm like, Yeah, that's his personal stuff. So as a personal human being, would I ever let him around my kid? No. That's your damn mind. But do I listen to the music that this dude put out? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Music's great.
But a lot of people won't now. A lot of people will give you a weird look if they see you listening to it. And I'm like, bro, this is A1 top quality music. I mean,
Yeah.
just the dude that made it. I mean, every successful, super, uber successful person usually has some kind of weirdness to him.
I mean, heck, look at what's
Yeah.
called Elvis. Didn't he like marry a 14-year-old girl?
Yep.
Exactly. But
Which no one wants to talk about.
of course
No.
not, because it's not R. Kelly. You know, it's Elvis. You know, Elvis is a national treasure, bro. R. Kelly is a dirty black dude who's going to jail. It's just like Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that was a sad thing too. That was
But
a
I
sad
mean,
one.
at the end of the day, when you look at the situation, I mean, they are totally different. Because what Bill Cosby did, like, I don't know. But R. Kelly, yeah, he had video evidence, and it just never looked right. But I mean, at the end of the day, I still not as a dude. Yeah, again, like would I ever shake the guy's hand? I'd have to really watch him wash his hands first. But
I need to see who he was hanging out with. If you think
nah,
out with
nope.
anybody,
I don't want to see who he's hanging out with. I'm not testifying in court. I can't do that. Because I need to check IDs before we go anywhere, player.
my
What?
point. If I see
that
it, go ahead.
The whole industry was had R. Kelly's back, so they'll all need to be questioned.
Yeah, that is the thing. When you think about that time, what do you feel about like how the industry still kind of like mess with R. Kelly?
Why? Because he makes amazing music, dude.
He does. I agree.
He's a very talented artist.
But should that absolve him of his crimes? I guess my question.
He didn't get absolved of his crime. Obviously, you just said he got 30 years in jail.
And how long did that take?
Okay, what does that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, like, I feel like that dude should have been locked up back in what's it, 2000?
You know how many people should have been locked up? I mean, look at Zimmerman.
Okay, yeah, that I'll give you that.
Don't think he should have been locked up?
Fair enough.
I mean, there's a lot of people that you can look at and go, these people should all be locked up, but they're not.
Yeah. But at the same time, there's a different. Well, like I said, I'm not too comfortable for letting a man who likes to deal little kids out and around. Like I have. There's a special place for people like that they can go, and I'm not really fond of them.
Oh man, it kind of is what it is.
You see, but I said to me, it's not. It is what it is. That is a horrible situation.
Yeah.
I was yeah, he's a little killer.
He's a what?
He's a kid lover. That's
He's a kid diddler. I don't like to call it lover. That's not love, bro. He's a kid diddler. Like what is he? The Pied Piper?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. They should have known. His nickname was the Pied Piper, bro. I mean, I guess
that's a good, yeah.
Nobody knows the history of the Pied Piper, but I mean, I do.
Would you mind explaining the history of the Pied Piper of people that
If y'all want to know, go ahead and look it up. But just know when you hear this little flute, bro, don't follow it. Bad news.
I remember. Yeah, you there's I guess you could say the kid version of the Pied Piper, and then where the real origin story of it. It's like, oh,
like I said, go look it up. But I'm not explaining jack. But if y'all really want to know, go look it up.
Isn't that like a lot of things? Like, what's it like? The original ice cream song was like a slave song or whatever.
Bro,
yeah,
have to go down a rabbit hole you don't want to go down.
We got time.
No, we don't. I'm telling you, you're gonna go down a rabbit hole. There's so many. Yeah, good luck.
You're
so
like
many things. Half the basically, you could say half the Disney catalog is all effed up.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yep.
When you really look at the true meanings of half of that stuff, you like, oh my god, my kid ain't never watched none of this. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of Disney movies are retelling of very dark fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, yeah, when you talk about we got time, no, you don't. I mean, you ain't got time or the pockets. Because when you start talking about that, I'm pretty sure you get sued. Mr. Walt, he don't play.
This is in some financial trouble right now, so
that's cool. But they're gonna take on a black dude like you. Trust me. Terrible fight. Wouldn't be a fight. It would be a mugging. James B. Evans doesn't condone that. Damn. Even Elvis, bro. We brought up Elvis earlier. I mean, dude, all of the tales of that one song that they made about Elvis was hilarious.
Which song?
The song, what was it? Forgot what it's called. It's like the Mo Better Blues or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the craziest thing was a white dude was the one who explained the song to me. It was hilarious.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less because I don't know too many black people listen to Elvis.
It wasn't an Elvis song. That's the problem, bro. It was a blues song.
Okay.
When the podcast is over, I'll play it for you. It's dope. I mean, the song is dope, and everybody used to listen to it because the strings and the instruments and it's pretty. The song is cool. It's a cool song, but it's basically telling a story.
Okay.
And the guy was like, "You don't understand what they're talking about," and I'm like, "Not really." And he was explaining to me. He's like, "Bro, listen to it. Like, they're talking about people will warn them, don't go across the tracks. Like, Elvis was good, but Elvis didn't turn into the big dude he was until he really started getting into stuff like the blues. But everybody thought Elvis was black. At one point in the song, they say the king of the blues should have been a black dude, that's for sure. Because they were like, everybody thought Elvis was black. Even the moves he was doing, they weren't, stiff white dude moves. This is black dude moves.
Right.
So, they were like, but once he fully went over there, they were like, everything bad. Like, he basically turned black. Like, they were like, he kind of got a bunch of bad ass happen to him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, didn't they say he took most of his moods from black people?
Yes. That's why they said they were like, this dude was considered black because everything he was doing when he became whatever you want to say, they were like, this dude is they said what's the part of the song say? They said he went across the tracks and he came back sounding black. It's a very popular old school song. But when you listen to it and you hear, like, if somebody explains it to you, you'll be like, oh man, this is crazy.
Like, also, you hear tales like that when they go on the road, or I or they go into they disappear and come back a different person. That also means that they sold their souls too.
Yeah, what's in like a couple of songs like that where like a bunch of jazz musicians would talk about how they sold their soul to the devil. After like 10
Yeah,
years they would die. That's what they say happened to Jimi Hendrix. That was the rumor with him.
yeah.
He sold his soul to be the greatest guitarist, and for 10 years he was, and then he died, or was he murdered?
But Jimi
Jimi
Hendrix used
Hendrix,
to hit,
he OD'd, right?
Jimi Hendrix used to hit LSD at every award, every
Yeah.
show.
That's true.
They said that fool used to have tabs in his bandana.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah, and when he would start to sweat, the LSD would start coming down. That fool was like, I've heard that from a couple different people. Like that shit, I was like, man, that actually makes so much sense. Because that fool used to go on a rip. He'd be going that, he'd be, they'd be in a concert, he'd be cool, and all of a sudden he would hit like the coldest rip ever. You'd be like, huh, I wonder. That's all. But then there's also like a big argument about like shit like LSD.
Like what? Like should it be legalized?
Well, because they said that if you're taking it in like microdosing, they said microdosing is like a big argument because some people do it and it ends up like unlocking the cheat code in their brain or something, bro, and they just like turn into the Wizard of Oz or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard that. It's the same thing like when people say when you do Toad, like Toad puts you on experience.
Well, yeah, it's a hallucinogen.
Yeah.
But LSD is supposed to be, but it's if you do it microdosing, they said that there's a study where they put a bunch of scientists in a room and they try to put some very hard equations in front of them. They couldn't do it. And then they gave them some LSD, they microdosed them with LSD, and these fools solved everything in like a couple hours.
Oh wow.
That's insane.
Yeah. I would have to find that study, but yeah, them dudes, they was like, yeah, these guys literally were high, bro, and they just were doing some of the most profound stuff on the planet.
Oh, that's insane.
Look at us turning an entire generation of kids into drug addicts.
No, because it's just these people are doing microdoses and they're not freaking. I actually have a homie who's like that, and I ain't even gonna front. That dude is an artist, and I've seen him do some of the most amazing stuff.
But a lot of artists usually be. Even I know a couple of artists that done some drugs. So
yeah, but it's not like drug, like it's not recreational. Like that's what people's problems are.
Yeah,
they can't understand like what is a limit, so they'll just keep hitting this stuff. Like, man, it's great, and then the next thing you know, that hey, man, Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? I'm all wasted out, and they turn into crackheads.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like I was talking to somebody about steroids, and he said steroids isn't really bad for you. It's just the way you put it into your body is what screws you up.
Dude, doctors use steroids all the time.
Yeah.
They use steroids all the time. People that have injuries, they give them steroids.
Yeah,
they give them steroids, it repairs their muscles, and it gives them a strength, and they can start rehabilitating.
Yeah.
And actually, I've known quite a few people over the years in like the bodybuilding circuit and stuff. They use steroids to lose weight.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
steroid.
I know a couple guys too.
You do understand steroid is just a testosterone.
Yeah.
That's why there's steroid rage, because you're putting like people that put like. I had homies that used to do that stuff, and you would look at the bottle, and it would say like, I forgot the exact saying, but it would be in Spanish, and it would say like, it would basically say bull's balls.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, I heard about. Yeah,
and it's literally putting bull testosterone into your body. So you turn into the Hulk, man, for like an hour.
That
And
was
in that
Then-
time frame, you just lift any and everything you can.
I heard it was a Monster. The Monster drink had bull sperm in it. I never had it. I never drunk the Monster drink.
I don't know about them. I mean,
No, that was a rumor. That was when I was in high school. It was yeah, man. You heard like Monster drink use bull sperm. I was like, what? Never drunk. Never drunk it, man. I was like, I'm good. I'm good, man.
I don't know about that, but I know a lot of the new energy drinks have BCAAs and amino acids in them. And those are basically just like some crazy shit for workouts.
Mm.
I mean, you can get hype off of that stuff. It makes you feel like you probably get on steroids.
I'm good with all that, the energy drink stuff.
The anger you would probably get off of that was crazy.
I already produce a lot. I don't need to produce more energy than I already produce. I'm good. I'm a natural energy producer. I'm good.
Well, I mean, we talked about it before. Like,
Mhm.
like I told you, like energy drinks don't work for me. Like, they work for like the first like 2 or 5 minutes, and I go through a heavy crash. Like, I sleep through them. It kind of does the opposite where like it's supposed to keep you up. Like I know, like I was talking to James about it before because I know he drinks a lot of energy drinks, and I tell him like they don't work on me. Like they don't keep me awake. They do the opposite.
Used
Yeah.
to. Okay.
Oh, you quit?
Well, I didn't quit. I just, again, I told you the story, bro. Like in the car show scene back in the day, that's all. I mean, 90% of the sponsors were energy drink companies, and not just like normal, like Red Bull. Red Bull was one of them, but Monster Energy, Nas. When Nas first came out, Nas and XS and all those companies, they all came through the car show scene, and all they would do is give away product.
Oh, I know. The
So,
Nas guys gave me
Yeah,
a
Nas.
case of Nas. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Nas, man.
But
Yeah,
that's
Nas I had. Yeah.
you got a case, bro. I can remember walking out of a show with like 6 cases of that. And then,
Oh.
I mean, all throughout the shows, you wouldn't want to spend $30 on a hot dog. So you would go get an energy drink.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you were done with an 8-10 hour show, you had drank about 6 cans of that crap.
Mm-hmm.
So then you weren't really thinking about the side effects of that crap back in the day. So like I can distinctly remember once just drinking so much of that there was no effect. And I was like, man, this sucks. And I was like, I'm tired. We're going home. And everybody went home and I literally went to sleep, dude, at like 10:30 at night. And at 12:30, my eyes shot open and I was like, wow, man. I didn't know, bro. I wanted to cut the grass, do my taxes, bro, clean the kitchen, reorganize the garage, drive to Cisco. Man, I was hyped, dude, and I was tripping. And I kept trying to go to sleep. And I would put my head on the pillow and close my eyes, and all I would hear was my heartbeat, like boop, 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 boop. I'm like, nah, I gotta get up and do something, bro. I gotta do some backflips. I gotta start a fight. I gotta start a podcast. Bro, yeah. I felt like I was super tweaking on some kind of cocaine or something, man. Maybe that's something. And then I just started sweating, like, what kind of shit is going on here?
Did they say like what's called like what's like sugar is like it's actually can be like a drug to humans in a way?
Yes. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's a study, bro. That's a confirmed study.
Okay.
Sugar is one of the most addictive substances that humans can put in their body.
Yeah.
But it wasn't sugar in the freaking those energy drinks. It's like guano. It's like it's like if you feel sugar is cocaine, energy drink is crack. 100%. So yeah, I had to like stop, and I honestly stopped for a few years because that it didn't have any effect on me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I tried one day, and I was like, oh yeah, it's back to the normal. So if you just take them in moderation,
You know
it
what
worked.
you know what used to work on me, but it only worked on me for 2 weeks. 5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. That worked for me for 2 weeks.
Yep. Well,
And
don't worry. You know what used to really work?
what?
No-dos.
No.
You'd be up for 3 days, like, yeah, party time, baby. What's going on?
Oh man.
You seem like you have a history with those.
Oh yeah, college man was. What you mean? What you mean? I got an exam to study for. You haven't studied at all. When is the exam? Tomorrow. Got you. I'm gonna get some no-dos. Got this real quick. You've been up for 36 hours. Yep, I'm about to ace this test, bro, and go to sleep.
Oh man.
I gotta change subjects because this thing has just been bothering me this entire time.
You sure? Because I mean that was pretty cool. Because I mean, when you take no-dos without a responsibility, then it becomes a problem. Because instead of just studying, it's like, I'm gonna take these no-dos and go to Vegas. What about the test? What about it? Let's go to Vegas.
Dude, that reminds me of like some dudes who I knew who used to smoke back in the day. They would never do the work, but they would come to class high as hell and pass the test. That should be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I remember one dude, like this is back when I was in high school, and this dude like came to class, like this dude would like never do his work, was failing everything. And this dude, I remember one day he came to school, like you could smell like that dude was lit. He came to class late during the test. He sat down, did the test. She had everybody's grade. That dude got like a 9. It was like a 96%. Everybody was like, "What? He doesn't do nothing."
Oh,
That gotta be funny. I'm telling
Uh,
you, man. I like potheads, man. Those gotta be funny.
hey, it's almost like going to college one day and going in to take a test, and then somebody going, "Are you in this class?" Yep. Are you sure? You know we're at the midterm, right? Yeah. I've never seen you here before. Well, yeah. No, I'm registered since the day one. Let's get this test going.
That's good. Yeah, you see, yeah, they didn't do that where I was going to school. They were actually like if you went there for the first 2 weeks, they would drop you. Like if you missed 3 days, they would drop you.
Nope.
yeah.
That's only if the class was stupid crowded.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you about the school I went to. It was always crowded.
Yeah, no. I mean, there was a lot of classes that were crowded, but shout out to CIS 1A. Yeah, because I took that 3 times. And that was the reason the 3rd time I never went to class. I knew that subject inside and out. Let's go. They were literally shocked. Like, are you sure you're in this class? Bro, check the roster. I'm here. I'm in this. I'm taking the test. Let's do it.
Oh,
They were like, this dude's never gonna please. There's no way this guy could pass. How did you pass this? Did you cheat? Man, come on, dude. Taking this class twice before. Okay? I know the subject, man. Because I didn't pass them the other 2 times. That wasn't because I didn't know the material. That was because when your buddies say, let's take these no-dos and go to Vegas, you go, okay, let's go. There's got to be some repercussions in that.
Oh, dude. All right. Okay. I gotta share this with the group though.
Pause that minute.
Everybody look at the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do you see my comment?
Yeah, I saw
Man. Yeah, man. That's ugh.
What do you mean? What happened though?
Are you looking at that picture?
I am looking at the picture.
And that crap doesn't make you like question things?
What? When people get older, that happens?
That's not happening. That's something that looks like a personal decision.
What? To still try to live like they're 20 years old?
Yeah, you see, that's why I tell people I'm not running to be young when I'm old. I'm just running from being broke when I'm old.
Mm.
Like I tell people, I don't have an issue with getting old. I have an issue of growing old and getting broke. That's why I have an issue.
Nah, bro. You're gonna be one of those dudes that got as soon as he get a gray hair, he gonna be freaking out. He gonna be dyeing his hair, his chin, and beard and stuff. I can see you, bro. I see you, dog.
Maybe, but I'm definitely not going to get no surgery like that. Nah, man. Like I said, man, there's nothing wrong with getting old. I mean, well, there's a lot of things wrong with getting old, but you
This
can't
dude said,
stop.
I'm not gonna get surgery. Of course, you're not gonna get surgery. You're not a chick.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting topic since you brought it up.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh wow!
She looks like the Oompa Loompas.
I can see the backlash in the comments already. Ladies and gentlemen of podcast land, you guys do understand that was B, right? That was James D. Evans. Did not say that.
Yeah, I had to say what was there, what was on everyone's mind. You look like Oompa Loompa.
I didn't say any of that.
All I gotta do is just ask, man. What do you think makes women want to make decisions like that?
What are you talking about? Well, I mean, I thought you were about to come up with some other topic, but
I mean, I do have another one in the pipeline, but I wanted to talk about this for a sec because it's an interesting one. Like, you know, it's kind of like you know, when you're in a relationship and your girl be like, "I feel ugly," and it's like, the fuck you talking about?
Because women are very prone to keeping, well, I mean, it's not like it's their fault. I mean, it kind of is, but it's kind of guys' faults too.
What?
Because,
I'll let you go. Let me let you go. I want to hear that.
Yeah, no. A guy, men want the youngest, best version of whatever the heck they're trying to get.
Agreed. Yes, 110%. Yes, absolutely.
So women that want to keep that dude are gonna always try to keep themselves looking young. That's where all the bazillion butt lifts and the implants and the facelifts and the blah blah and the Botox and all of that crap comes into play. It's all to keep chicks young as long as they can, because they feel once they get a little older, they get replaced. Hell, look at Fox. Look at Channel 11 News. They used to be the Dorothy Lucy and Jillian Barbary, and as soon as they got old, those chicks got replaced. But then, like the dudes, they would be on there because they feel like guys, when they get older, they look distinguished. Chicks, when they get older, they look old. So guys don't want old, but chicks always want older dudes. So, a guy will act like aged fine wine, whereas a chick will be like a malt liquor that goes bad. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes.
I'm glad you said it because that's exactly the stuff I say.
James D. Evans president.
Because no, I totally agree. This is why, it goes back to one of my arguments where I always say I don't feel any empathy to a woman, depending on the situation. There are circumstances who are over 30 and cannot find a man. And I don't feel no empathy to women like that. I mean, I feel empathy, but I don't feel sorry for them. Because instead of you looking for a man at your prime years, you want to wait till your prime years are over and then want to settle down with a man when a man really doesn't want you then. I have no I have some empathy, but I do not feel bad for you. The only exception to that is like, girls who've been married for like 10 or 16 years to get a divorce. All right, yeah. Or I hate to say it, girls who are ugly, but if you were attractive in your 20s and you can't find a man in your 30s, that's your fault and your problem.
Pretty much. You keep. Yeah, man.
Well, are you going to respond? It's not like you're about to respond, James.
I didn't say that was B.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was expecting you to respond to something.
Well, how you know that was me though? I was like,
There literally was three of us, and I was the first one to talk, and then G just enhanced my conversation. So what I'm talking for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I literally just enhanced what you said because what you said is totally true. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, that's my whole entire thing of do they ever look at themselves and just say, man, is there a limit to this? Like, because I'm sorry, man, them girls, like one of the things I hate seeing is those fish slips. I always wonder if they ever look at themselves in the mirror and say, is this a good idea? I understand the older thing and you want to stay young. I get it, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm a dude, like I get what Keith is saying. Maybe we should maybe we should speak to women about this. But again, this is a men's podcast, and I'm just gonna be honest. That little liposuction on those lips, those don't work. If you ain't got natural looking lips, you should not get that stuff. That is like the one thing that I just cannot stand.
yeah, I don't do the whole plastic anything. I don't like how it feels. I'm good.
That is true. that is true, dude. Like, I mean, I think we talked about it before. Like feeling a girl with plastic in her, it doesn't feel good. Like there's something about that feeling as a man, something that I don't know if I think only men can understand. Then it's nice to look at, but when you get in your hands, it's like,
well, it doesn't have that squeeze that I could do.
yeah, it doesn't.
It's just like I said, it feels like a balloon with skin on it.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
Like
Maybe the cheap ones.
Okay. So there's different kinds.
Oh yeah, bro, come on now.
All right, please. I want to know about this because I know every time I felt them, I just was like, they're great to look at, but just in your hands is just not the best.
Oh yeah, you tripping, man. There's all kinds, bro. They're cheap, they're expensive. I mean,
okay. What's the difference? What's the difference between cheap and expensive?
About $5,000.
I mean, I get that, but I'm talking about as a man.
One feels damn impressive, and one feels like grabbing a balloon. That's pretty much it.
I guess I had all the bad experience because
yeah,
I got the.
I guess that lets me know what kind of girl I was dealing with.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can trust me. You get, I mean, because there's the difference. Because honestly, dude, there's some that you see, you won't even believe or think.
I've seen it one time, like when you see those doctors who know how to do the surgery right, but those are very rare.
They're not They're not. That's the problem. They're very rare to you because you're like, you found out that these people had it. There's plenty of chicks though that get fantastic work done, and you don't even know that that's what they have done, and they won't tell you. You'll just be like, "Wow, that chick has some great boobs,"
They never do.
and you'll just be like, "See, why can't you have those natural boobs?" And then the chick's laughing because she knows that those things are fake. And you'll just keep on buying into it, man.
Until it breaks my heart, right? Until it crushes me. They were fake this entire time. I think the one that would crush me if I found out, if I got with a girl, I found out her ass was fake. That would depress me.
Really?
Oh, that
Good
would
luck,
hurt my
man.
that would hurt my feelings.
You wait another 5 years. It's just gonna be. That's just gonna be it.
Yeah, my feelings gonna be hurt. This whole entire time I was with you and your ass ain't real. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be going. I don't be. You want to see me? You want to see a grown man cry? You want to see my feelings hurt? Let me find out. I picked the girl with the. Oh man, I would be. Oh, my.
Will you still keep her?
What does she bring? That's the key thing. What does she bring? You know, that is the one thing that matters to me. What does she bring outside of sex that makes me want to keep her around? You know.
Oh man.
Because if she ain't got nothing to offer, probably not.
What if you're in love with the chick, bro? What if you 5 years in, you like in love with this chick, and then you're like, look, I'm about to marry this chick. So you have a conversation with her, like, you know, let's go, no holds barred, everything out in the open, and she tells you, yeah, you know, I had a butt lift, blah blah blah, this and that done, all kinds of stuff. You just looking at her like, oh, what then?
I will start trying to look for anything to show that she's cheating, so I have a good reason to let her go.
But she's not. You guys are generally cool, and you guys are a good fit. She compliments you, but it just so happens that, like, because her personality is the thing that's going to compliment you.
Yeah.
Her body is just something that you're like, you know, that's good. That's good to look at.
Yeah.
Window dressing.
Yeah.
Now you figure out that window dressing has been fucking altered. What do? She doesn't cheat on you. She, you know, supports you in every way you want. She checks your boxes. But the one box was checked fakely. Is that it? You done with her?
I will depressingly go through it. I would depressingly go through it. Because if she checks every box, but the only thing I gotta find out is that she's fake. Yeah, I would probably depressingly go through it. I would not be happy about it. I would not be cool with it. But if that's the worst thing I could deal with, because like I said, man, the worst thing a woman could ever do to me, for me, is cheat. That's the one thing I know some dudes. I know dudes who've gotten over it. I don't think I can. So something like that. Like I said, if I could get over my girl, you know, losing her hair because of like cancer, I can get over her body being fake. Okay, I can get over her losing her hair over cancer. I can never get over her body being fake, but I can learn to live with it.
That's hilarious. You hear this shit, B? So I could basically see it now. G walking down the aisle of a anime wedding.
That's not the kind of wedding I would have, but please.
Everything he wanted, bro. Nintendo, video game, cartoon, wedding cake, everything he wanted. And he looks like the angriest dude on the planet.
I would have looked. No. I would
Hottest chick walking in after him, and he's over here looking in disgust, like,
no. It's not disgust. I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't be disgusted, but you will see a look of depression. That's what you'll see.
Exactly. So he looking at you because you standing behind him, right? He's depressed. Like he looks like somebody just shot his dog, cheated on his taxes, like he's going to jail. Like he looks that depressed. Hot chick walking down the aisle.
But B would know what it is. Like B would know what it is. He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, yeah. Well, he'll probably just laugh at me, honestly.
Yeah.
B was like, he'll just sit there and start laughing at me the entire time. And
I'll have video footage and photos, and then I'll just keep bringing it up.
Yeah, pretty much. I would never be able to live that down. Especially, and this would be the worst part, if this dude got a girl that's just as hot but real. He will never let me live that down. Now, my girl may never know about that, but I will always be reminded of that to the day I die. Talk about my girl does this for me. My girl is real. Depression on my face.
Yeah, that would never trust
What?
me. Nobody would care, bro.
Nah, I don't know.
That's like you bringing up the Dodgers were once Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares because they know how to deal with it.
I don't care because I'm having fun with this.
Nobody cares.
So you're telling me that you would take a Barbie doll and you'd be totally happy? You.
What up?
You're telling me you would take a Barbie doll and be totally happy?
If that Barbie doll was a perfect fit for me, yeah.
You have no issues with her?
Nope.
Fake ass, fake tits, fake face.
Yeah.
Totally cool with it?
Is her personality real?
I mean, yeah.
This is what you don't, again, because you guys are younger, bro. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Is a chick a whore? No. Does the chick, let me get the right word here. Does the chick compliment my day?
Yes.
Why the hell would I care what the fuck other situation was going on?
B, you want to take this one?
Nope.
Exactly. Come on. Bring it. We right here.
I love you. I want to sit right here and be quiet.
Exactly. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. G about to go right into the firing squad, though.
All I'm saying, well, like I told you, I would go through it unhappily, but I would go through it.
And your ass would get dumped too. Because after a while, she would understand that disdain and be like, what the fuck is your problem, homie?
That's true.
Yep.
That is
and
true.
You would be looking like, ugh. Like it's one thing for you to just be unhappy with something, but the fact that you're like the disappointment and disdain and everything, and you like your homies is all walking around like, oh man, you got a catch, bro. Look at your wife. Ugh. Yeah, look at her. Bro, that ain't never gonna happen, dog. Ain't never gonna, that chick will be tired of your stuff quick. Cause the more you say how hot she is, the more you can tell that there's gonna be 400 dudes waiting in line, waiting to get her.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, fine, you can have her. I don't care. But again, like I said, if this chick compliments your day, if me and my homies are playing poker at the crib and she's making hors d'oeuvres and refreshing and drinks like a waitress in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there every time she comes up like, ugh, God, I can't believe you're over here again. Ugh. Bro, the homies gonna be looking like, hey man, what's your problem? Ugh. Look at her butt. I mean, I've been looking at it the whole time. I want to apologize for that. No, ugh, that's not real. Okay. Like, yeah, all right, bro. Neither is most chicks' Instagram profile pic, but who cares?
I agree. But like I said, there's a difference between being a girl you want to smash and a girl you want to marry. Two different levels. There's two different levels. Yeah,
exactly. There is two different levels because a girl you can smash depends on what time of the day, what month, what year,
how I'm feeling. Do I feel like it? Am I bored?
No, you're always gonna feel like it. But I mean,
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You just
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Because the thing is, like, people don't understand. And being 100% honest with the people on this podcast, your quality of chick will go down as the sun goes down.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning like wanting a 10. And by the time it's closing time, last call, as long as the chick is consenting, at that point you kind of are like, you know, it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? Come on, hurry up. Just don't tell nobody you came over here.
Mm-hmm. What's that they say? A guy will get anything if he's down bad enough.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I understand. I remember when booty calls were like invented. There's a reason for a booty call. Booty call is a time frame after the club has closed, so that means you struck out there. Mm-hmm. And when most of your homies are either hooking up or drunk and they cannot actually get any documentation on who you're bringing over, that's kind of what a booty call is. 3 to 5 o'clock. 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. They go over there and make it happen. And then they walk a shaming out. After that, catch your Uber, catch a taxi, homie. We done.
Oh,
you know, man, that's when like you know, you go over there and you make it happen, and then all of a sudden you talking about, you know, the street sweeper comes early in the morning. So where you parked, you know, saying you're gonna have to move, but I mean, there ain't no other parking on the street, so you might want to just go home. Like now, you know, I would hate to see you get a ticket, bro. Like you may want to look. Where you parked at, man, is technically a tollway zone. So I mean, you may want to, you know, get your stuff and get up out of here. We'll talk later.
That's a woman you don't want to see when that sun rises.
I'm telling you, what do you think the booty call was made for, bro? It wasn't for the chick that you trying to date. It was for that chick that you trying to look. You know, like you feel when you get in a booty call, it feels like you're the baseball manager of a losing baseball team. We've struck out a few innings here. Don't worry, we just need a few good friggin' hits, and we'll be back in the game, guys. Okay, don't lose faith now. Okay, we just need a couple hits. You know what I'm saying?
Remember that paper bag era?
Yep.
Yeah.
But that got replaced with just heavier doses of alcohol. I mean, like I said, you can wake up in the morning, and if that chick is still there, you will instantly regret whatever you did that night before.
That's a time where you get with a girl and you sneak out because you don't want to know what you were next to the next day.
Exactly.
Making sure shit. I forget my wallet.
Dude, you would. I woke up where I was at.
and don't take her to your house.
Oh, never that. You never take a random ass female to your house. That's stupid.
Don't make that mistake.
Oh yeah, I know some dudes who have. Them niggas had to deal with that shit at the end.
But if you do, there's two ways of doing it. One, you have to take the most uncomfortable way to get there.
Yeah.
Like if the club to your house is across the street, you need to drive to the next city and then take a series of rights and lefts until you get back to your house. And then don't ever let the kid see that the club was right across the street.
I agree with that.
Or you can use my old famous deal and then pull up into your driveway, call your homeboy, and tell him, hey man, is it okay if I come to your crib real quick? Oh, the keys under the mat? Bet, man, you the homie. And then make sure she doesn't actually realize that, why are there a bunch of pictures of you in here? So you gotta be, you gotta place pictures in a smart way, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna go in there and make the situation happen and then get them out of there before they realize it.
Yeah, that second was like,
yeah, that's the thing I give with that second one, those pictures. Because that's the thing that'll get you caught up.
But then if you don't do pictures, it's perfect. So I mean, hey, I'm not
well,
even
the thing with the second one is I don't want the homies chick that he was with coming to my house when I'm home.
No, but that's what you're not getting, bro. It's not the homie's house. It's your house.
Oh, okay, I got you saying. Okay.
Trust me. I've had a chick that I actually started dating, and she was like, wait a minute, this is actually your spot? Why the fuck did you lie to me? And I was like, what do you mean?
I got what you're saying, man.
I had a roommate before, man. My bad.
Yeah, you're like the homie back in the day who basically he had his girlfriend and didn't even know her name. She only found out because he was about to get into a fight over her, and she's like, "What's my?" And he was like, "You don't even know her name." He's like, "Yes, I do." She's like, "What's my name?" He's like,
Hey.
And they were dating for like 2 weeks.
Hey, I called the chick the wrong name before.
What?
I've introduced the chick as the wrong name before.
Was it yours?
What do you mean? Was it mine?
Was it your chick or was it just a random?
Yeah. It wasn't my chick. It was a chick I was like I was dating. But yeah, there was too many that were being dated. So when I introduced her, I blanked and was like, oh, I forgot this chick's name. And then he was sitting there. You know how chicks start looking like, yeah, go ahead. Tell them like they're not gonna help you out at all.
Yeah.
You're gonna drown.
Yeah.
You're gonna drown. They waiting for you to sink so they can start talking shit. So I was just like, and then I just blurted out a name and it was not the right name. Sorry.
Oh damn.
And she was like, wrong. Oh man. My fault, bro. I was, I took some aspirin earlier. Kind of messed me up a little bit. Sorry. Sorry. That was pretty much the last day I talked to that chick.
Uh-huh.
Good times. I also smacked her finger with a pool ball that night. So yeah, it just
yeah,
all bad. It wasn't my fault. She put a damn hand on the table.
Uh-huh. That was just the last straw.
Mm-hmm. Nah, she was pretty pissed the rest of the night. And I have to admit, I should get kudos for that because initially, when me and the homie was talking, I was like, we should just like leave this chick but I didn't. I mean, I really wanted to because she started acting unruly, and I'm like, my fault about the name thing, but I drove. So I suggest you calm down because I could drive away without you. This pool hall isn't in a very reputable neighborhood either. So I mean,
okay, that makes sense.
I would good luck getting. Ain't no Ubers back then either. Okay, so you would have had to phone a friend or find a taxi. All right, that's it.
That's like me on like this real like one of my worst dates. Well, I had a couple, but this one I remember like this is why I don't like dates. Because I don't know, I get really uncomfortable on dates. And we didn't say shit.
Oh wow.
We sat there, said, "Hi, how you doing?" Yeah, da 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 da. And then we just quiet. So, what's your name? Yeah, ate, went outside. I was like, so yeah, have a good one. You too. We just like, yeah, that shit was horrible. I'm like, never again. That's why I hate dates. I don't do well with dates. I'm not.
I don't like dates because I don't like to have to keep relearning people. Like, I just don't. I don't care. It's like I'm just sitting there like, again, the same thing over and over and over.
I am not a dating kind of dude. I just do not work well with them. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm better when I like hang out. Like when I hang out with a girl and none of that, like I'm good. But when it's dating for me, it's just like that's just too much pressure. Like I gotta get to know you, talk to you, all this other extra shit. Like we can't just chill. Gotta get all dressed up for this stupid. No, I'm better when I get to like just chill with a girl. When we just chill, we just kicking it. That's when I'm better. But that whole entire let's go on a date and hang out. Nah, man.
Have you ever been on a date with a chick and it's going so bad that you start texting another chick?
No, no. I don't go on very many dates. I went on a date with a feminist and that wound up in a really heated argument, like really bad.
Oh man, those are usually great. Like those conversations are usually amazing. They give me fuel for this podcast.
Shit, man. Nah, the whole entire time we just yelling and screaming and shit. Like, oh, he like, well, the foot don't call me anymore. Don't worry, I will not. Name calling.
Yeah, no, you tripping because again, see stuff like that. I would love to have that conversation, but after the first 10 minutes, when I knew this wasn't going anywhere, I would literally start messaging everybody like, "Are you free right now? Like, what are you doing? You want to go hang out?" And then as soon as I got an okay, it'd be like, so I just remembered my boss just texted me. I got a meeting in the morning, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this early. Okay, no, cool. Yeah, all right. Man. So we are going Dutch, right? And what about gas money? Because I did drive.
I'll be honest with you, I was never that cool. So I didn't have a rotation of girls I could just call when things are going bad.
Well, it didn't even, I mean, sometimes you wouldn't get it. So you would start texting the homies like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, y'all playing 2K? All right, bet. So anyway, my boss just called me. I got a long day tomorrow. I'm gonna have to just call it a night.
Yeah, no, the sad part is I was never that guy. I was that guy to all the homies. They would hit me up when they were going back and ask me to get them out of it.
You should tell them to bring the next time somebody do that, tell them to bring the chick over and you may end up hitting it off with the chick. And then they can play 2K and then you figure it out.
Like I said, man, I didn't go on very many dates, man. I'm not good with dating. It's just not for me. It's too uncomfortable. They never go well. It's either it just gets really weird or it gets into a really bad shouting match and an argument because I don't need no man. Like, why the fuck are you here with me then? Why are you wasting I have better shit to do than just deal with you and your stink ass attitude.
Yeah, but that's perfect if they don't need a man. I would love that. That's a perfect. If you don't need a man, that's amazing. I'm 100% with that. So you, my friend, are paying for the meal. And obviously, you're paying for the gas to get to wherever the hell you need to go. I'm totally with that. That equal rights, man, is the best thing that ever could have happened.
Now that's what I did do one time. She pissed me off so much I just threw the fucking knife down, left her ass at the bill. I'm like, fuck this bitch. I was out. I just walked away. I forgot all about it. I was just so heated. And I thought about like a couple of days later. I said, oh, I never paid for my meal. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Hope you got the money.
I'm like,
you don't need the concept of a man. I'm with that. Don't. That's those guys are losers. People don't understand how much benefit you can get out of this new age garbage.
Oh yeah.
You can if you know how to navigate it, if you know what you're doing.
Not really. What you gonna do? Get mad at me and stomp away? Go ahead. It's equal rights. I'm gonna sit here and finish my meal. You can go, make sure she pays for whatever she got before she leaves. I think she steals too. You want to check them first.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. Man.
Oh man.
Man, that's why I said I wish I knew what I knew now back then.
Man,
back then I was different. I did not have the confidence back then. Hell no. And arguments, oh no, man. Me arguing with the woman, oh, I was horrible at it.
I would never argue with a chick, bro. It's no point. It's no point.
I learned that later on. It took me a while to figure that out.
I just listened. I listen. Let them keep hanging the rope until I can go ahead and wrap around their neck.
Yeah, but again, that's something you got to learn through time. Like I didn't know that back then. I was a young kid.
I was a young kid. I was worse at it because I would want it in a public setting. I would want everybody to hear.
No. Right? You see, I'm gonna say I wanted everybody to hear. Well, I just didn't care. I was just pissed off. Like when I get mad, I just get mad. So I was like, "No, fuck that shit, you fucking."
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit that doesn't work. Nah,
yes, you're right. But it took me a while to learn that.
I was a dude who was like, "Can somebody give her a microphone, please?" Yeah, keep saying what you're saying. Everybody hear that? Keep digging the hole. Yep. Keep digging the hole. No. So this is my response. Oh, yep. Now you look stupid. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Now I'm gonna finish my meal. Don't throw that at me.
Yeah, I was never that cool when I was younger. I was a very angry kid. So I would just get yelled, whatever. And then, I remember one time, dude, like, hey, you don't talk to a woman like that. Nah, fuck that. She being a bitch. Nah, don't be speaking to her like that. She the fucking problem. Why the fuck you coming at me?
Yeah, with me, the problem, I disappear.
Yeah, that's when I'll be would just disappear. Like, I'll give, yes. If he did a situation he don't like, he'll just like, you'll never see him. He'll just look around like, what the fuck happened to B? Like, he'll literally just disappear. Like, that's literally what he will do. He won't yell, he won't argue. As soon as he finds the opportunity, he's gone. And then he'll leave. Then everybody just look like, where the fuck did he go?
Wow.
That is exactly what he would do. That is some real shit.
Fuck that. I am one of these equal opportunity guys. I don't give a fuck with nobody. No shit, nobody want to talk. You can bring it. Because I'm the only motherfucker on this podcast that can say I threw a drink in a chick's face at a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. I pulled a female move and she was pissing me off. And I don't even into the shouting and arguing, but if you want to keep talking, literally I grabbed a full drink and threw it directly in her face. Like,
Yeah.
and then just sat there like, what? Everybody at the table was like, wow, did that just happen? Yep, it did. Hey, I dare you to do something too. I dare you to do something.
No,
Take me home.
The
Take
worst,
me home right now.
The worst part is when you're the friend, that shit just gets really awkward and kills the vibe. You're like, what the fuck, man?
Because everybody was in such shock.
Yeah.
Nobody was ever expect a grown man to throw a drink in his face. Even I didn't think I was able to do it, but I did it, and I was like, and I ain't taking it back. Now what?
And you know the funny thing, when you do that shit, they get super emotional.
Oh, that chick she was pissed. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know whether to try to throw the drink back at me or fight me or cry, or she was so confused. That's
exactly.
That's the best part. When you put these chicks in this equal opportunity element, they don't know what to do.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit.
And it happened so quick. Like, and I told her, I was like, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna throw this drink in your face. You're not gonna. Oh my god. Yep. Told you to shut up. Told you. Ain't got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. You was warned. Okay. Goes back to the old school statement. What do you tell a person that's got two black eyes? Obviously nothing, because they've already been told twice.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I'm still cool with that chick too. I'm still cool with that chick. Like, after everything was said and done, I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, you were getting a little mouthy. And I mean, I didn't want to hear it. You're not supposed to do that. Why not? No, I'm not supposed to hit you in the face with my fist, because obviously I'm way stronger than you and I would really hurt you. But throwing a drink in your face, no, I'm pretty sure that's equal. That's fair game in it. That's equal opportunity.
Like I said, I never hit a woman in my life.
Never have.
Never have.
Never have. Never have. Probably never will.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of gray area there.
Absolutely. So this
drink in the face, I've done that.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do without putting my hands on you. So it's fine.
Exactly. Throwing a drink in the face has happened a couple times.
Oh, that's such a great story.
Once you figured out how liberating it is, I mean, goddamn, you go, this is what chicks think. I mean, come on, bro. Like, this is why chicks do this. All right, cool. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Or like when women be bringing their fucking friends because they be all pissed off, so they'll bring your friends to attack you.
Yeah, no, they don't want to do that. Not with me, because all of them, when anybody can get it.
No, I'm okay. I said that wrong. Not attack you as in physically. I mean, like
like verbally. Yeah. Anybody.
Oh no, that has happened to me before. Nah. I got hella pit.
Anybody can get it.
Yeah, because they'll come with like 3 or 4 of the friends and start trying to say shit and bully you and shit.
Nope, because they will learn very quickly not to do that with me. Because I always have a thing with females that I'm talking to or something, and I go, look, I try to respect you at all costs. I ain't gonna really talk slick to you or no like that, whatever. But that only applies to you. So if you bring your homegirl over there, don't be surprised when I start with calling her a bitch. And you will be dumbfounded, and so will they, because they'll be like, your dude doesn't talk like this. I do to you, bitch. Now what the fuck you got to talk to me about? I didn't ask your stupid ass to come over here. She did. Now it's your fault. You got to deal with me. Well, you need to calm down. No, bitch. You need to stop calling me that. Look, I'll call him like I see him, bitch. Now I'll tell you one more time, I'll beat the shit out of you. You don't hit women. You're not a woman. You're a bitch. Now stop talking to my friends like that. You brought her stupid ass and her fucking entourage over here. So now you got to deal with me.
Oh my God. And then the worst part is they'll try to go get another dude in that shit, which
Nope. They ain't
again,
stupid.
huh?
They ain't stupid.
Yeah.
They already seen what happened. They ain't dumb enough to try that shit. I'm gonna bring a guy over here to fight you. Paul, go ahead. Bring him over here. Bring him over here. Which one? Do I know the guy? Because I usually know most of these dudes you hang out with. Who do you want me to fight? That guy? Again, you guys were there when you heard the stories about how I used to act.
Yeah.
So that guy would walk up and be like, that guy, you want me to fight that? Oh, hell no. That guy's crazy.
You see, I told you about this way, but I wound up in a similar situation where I pissed off this girl and she tried to get like her brother and like his homies to come fight me, but they knew me. And they're like, hey man, don't even worry about it. It's cool. I know you. Just don't say nothing about it. Just go about your way. I said, okay. I saw her the next day. I did that little like what up nod. Man, I never knew black girls could get red. She was hot. Oh, she was so mad. And I was laughing my ass off. Oh, I've never seen a black girl get red until I did that shit. And oh, she was so mad because she wanted her brother and his homies to beat my ass, but because they knew me and they're like, oh, he cool? Nah. They like, go about your business. I'll talk to her. Don't worry about it. You good. But don't say nothing to her. Leave her alone. Oh man, she never. Oh man, that next day she was so mad. Nah, it was a great moment. Oh, she was so mad. The frustration on her face when I did that, and oh, she was so mad.
Telling you, that shit.
This victory feels so good.
Especially when you don't know how to handle women when you're young. And anytime you get a victory over a woman when you really don't know what you're doing, it is a beautiful thing. Like, well, that's what I'm telling you about. I was in high school. So a victory over a woman to like in that situation back then, oh man, because I didn't have very many of those.
Right.
So when I got it, oh man. Like I said, you taught me back in high school. Nah, I didn't really know how to deal with women like that.
Yeah, I go. Like I said, well, at least for but like me, G's sake, you know, we ain't the one to teach us that game, so it was kind of, you know, took a little bit longer, and well, we knew some things, but it's just like it wasn't put together yet.
Yeah.
And
It takes time.
yeah. Now, man, I feel unstoppable, man. You know, get on me, man.
Yeah, I'll give you that, man. You have an unreasonable confidence about you now. I will admit that.
Man.
Hell no. I'm straight. I didn't have nobody teach me that game either, but I adapted to it quick. I guess my attitude is just I have a problem with authority. You know, like people telling me what to do. So I don't give a damn who it is.
No, I do too. It's just that you learn to get the gap. I did not have that. I learned the gift of fighting, and that worked out for me sometimes. That worked out really bad for me other times. So,
telling you, I just didn't want people telling me what to do.
Oh, like I said, I was the same way.
You could tell me the right thing, and I would be like, "No, I don't want that."
Yeah, I was the same exact way.
Shit, I don't eat Brussels sprouts to this day.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. Like literally what you just said. I'm the same way. I've never ate Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm. And again, people always like, oh man, it's good. It's good. You don't understand. And it could be. I've seen them like cooked a certain way. I'm like, man, that actually looks good. And then people are like, you want to try it? Nope. Why not? Look, man, I can't do that kind of disservice to little me. What do you mean? Look, I remember as a kid sitting at that table, like you're either gonna sit at this table all day or you're gonna eat that.
And you sit there all day. You fall asleep at the table till your mom gets tired of you. Said, just go to school.
Oh wow, that's nice. Your mom was nice. That shit didn't happen to me. It would be like, you're gonna sit there and eat that. I'm not eating it. You're gonna sit there then. Okay, I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I'll be like, I'm gonna take this belt off, beat your ass. I'm not gonna eat it. You can beat me all you want. I'm not eating it. Okay, stop hitting me. I'm still not eating it though.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I was standing my ground. I'm the like that's what I'm saying. I'm exactly the same way. That's what you're saying. I'm exactly the same way, except you learn how to deal with it a lot quicker. Like you said, you adapted a lot quicker than I did to it.
I had to. I was gonna get killed, man. I wasn't eating that. Not eating this. Sorry, not. It looked weird. It smelled funny. I'm not eating this. Nah.
Yeah,
but
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you just like I said, man. I'll give you credit because you got the gift of gab. I didn't have that. I mean, I have it, but I have it in other ways. But I didn't have it when, especially you taught to me back in high school. Fuck. I'll apologize. I wasn't a winner. That's for sure.
I was an undercover nerd. I still am.
Yeah. No, I'm not really undercover with it anymore. Like I said, I'm a grown ass man. No,
I do some pretty nerdy shit, man. People be like, "Really? I wouldn't expect you to do that." Yes, I'm a nerd.
No, I don't think you're a nerd like me, man.
Like I said, I went to the video game convention for years.
Yeah, I wanted to. The one year I went to E3 and B was with me. Was the 1 year I was extremely sick. I couldn't enjoy it like I should have.
Years of it, all of that stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I guess I was a cool outranked nerd or whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I was a nerd, but like people knew, like I was a nerd, but I was a nerd who could fight. That's the thing.
I always wanted to be a loner though. I don't want people to talk to me. Because when people talk to you, then they want to borrow money from you and shit.
Well, did I want to be a loner? No, I don't think I really wanted to be a loner. I'll just tell you, I wanted to be a gangster. Is what I wanted to be. Till I knew what I came with.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be.
You gonna shoot at me for what? I ain't do nothing to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I had to think about it because I had to really think about it, and I'm like, I went at this shit back ass worse because it's true, like all the stories that they say, like you look at the hustlers and the gangsters, they had all the girls, they got the money, they got the new clothes, they got the new shoes. That's what brings everybody into it. But I had to think about, I said, man, because now that I'm older, I can honestly say, like, I can't blame anybody for my problems with girls, especially back then, besides me, because I didn't really have that issues of getting girls. I did, but I didn't. A lot of issues were me, because not that girls didn't want me. I would say I was oblivious. So the process I thought of getting a girl was you had to be a gangster or a killer or a hustler. And I realize now that I'm older, I'm like, if I were to spend most of that energy not trying to press dudes, trying to beat them, and I wouldn't say I did put all my energy, but if I would have put so much energy into doing that and put more of my energy into getting girls, I probably would have been a lot more successful in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was so busy trying to go the nigga route that I realized as I got older, I said, that route never worked for me. All the times I got girls and shit or like got respect from dude was just being myself. But I decided to go that route because I saw people go that route and they found success. And I'm like, if I would have just went the other route, because I had success when I was younger, but I just never put it together. And I really had to think about my life as a kid and getting girls and how I was. I'm like, I can't, because it ain't like I didn't have girls come to me or talk to me. I just was oblivious. And I didn't know what I was doing. And, you know, it was me. Like, I can't blame anybody else but myself. It took me a minute to figure that out. But once I look back at it and I saw the success I had and when I had my success, I'm like, I mean, Baby could tell you the story, man. Remember that day when I was at the movies and those two girls came to talk to me and I wanted to talk to them because I was too busy playing a game.
Yeah, man.
B was right there when that happened. No, it was like three girls. They were approaching me, trying to talk to me, and I was paying them no mind. And his friend at the time was there, and he was like, "Dude, them girls were trying to get at you." I'm like, "Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know." Because the game was just good.
Wow.
B was right there. And that happened a couple of times in my life. And every fucking time they would give me hell for that shit. You didn't fucking talk. You didn't see. Okay, this is the worst story. I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but this is the worst fucking story I could tell you that I did not pay attention. I think I told you the story off the podcast, but I'll tell everybody on the podcast why I really can't blame nobody else but myself. I want to say, I think I was in my early 20s, actually. I think I was in my early 20s. And I went to where do we go? I think it was like the mall with the homies, right? And there was this girl. I found out later on she was an actual model. But I forgot, it was like me and like three other dudes. And I think we went to LA. I think we went to the mall like in LA or something. Cause I remember I was out of town. We just drove out of town. And I was with them. And I remember those guys that do something, but it was like this hot ass girl. And they're like, "Yo, watch this. I'm gonna go get her." I'm like, "All right, yeah, go ahead, go get her." Right. And you know how we are. You know how guys are, right? He go over there, spit his game, and he gets rejected. We're like, "Oh man, your ass sucks. Oh man, we just clown his ass." And he's like, "All right." But then they had to go and do something. I didn't want to roll with them, so I'm like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna sit here and just wait." So I just like sat to this little couch. And that same girl came over. She was like a little huffy and puffy. That same fucking girl came over and sat next to me. Then we started talking. And we were talking for like a half an hour to like about 45 minutes. We were having a great conversation. We were laughing, having a good time. Like, it was going perfect. And at the end of that, we sit up and said, "Oh, I gotta go." I said, "Okay, yeah." I'm like, all right, all right, it's cool, right? And then I remember she had her phone in hand and she was just quiet, had her, her arms folded. I'm like, like she was just like waiting. I'm like, okay. And she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, all right, bye. She's like, bye, and then walks away all like weird. I'm like, the fuck was that? Am I wrong? Was she trying to tell me to ask for her number?
You fool! You lost the final boss of
Yeah.
Put it in your language.
So yeah.
Like I said, put it into your language that you would understand. King Koopa defeated you and you lost the princess. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So stories like that made you look back at my life and say, yeah, can't really blame anybody but myself for my luck with women.